City Council regular meeting Monday, March 9th, 2026, 4 p.m., 404 pavilion. I've got a flag propped up right back here on the podium. Those who don't care, reach the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Eva. Here. Bo. David.
Here.
Kim. Nicholas.
Here.
Mike.
Here. All right, I've got just a few announcements here. Spring cleanup this year will be April the 20th through the 24th. April 20th through 24th, and whoever calls in needs to check with City Hall as to what we will and will not pick up. There are certain items that we will not pick up. Also, this Thursday, Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, this Thursday, we're going to meet with the people from the TAP grant.
Yes.
For the sidewalks on Court Street, correct?
Right. On the left-hand side from Court Street down to 3rd, and then on the right-hand side going from Main Street down just a little bit past
So where it starts, like going down on an incline.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Thursday at 2 o'clock. And that's all the announcements I have. Approval of minutes, we need to approve regular meeting on 2/9/26 and special call meeting on 2/19/26.
I make the motion approval minutes for regular meeting 2/9/26 and special call 2/19/26.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Approval of department reports.
I make a motion to approve departmental reports.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Approval to pay bills as presented.
I make a motion to pay the bills as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now, Mr. Darrell Preston has got a report from the Public Safety Officer.
We got several projects in the works. I got notification that KSP will have the NCIC activated in their car tomorrow, or Wednesday at the latest. That's the information I needed. The police department worked 24 accidents in February. Non-injury, 2 injury accidents, 5 domestics. We opened 12 felony cases. We have, now that the warmer weather's picking up, we are, if you saw Facebook this weekend, you saw we started to stepping up our drug enforcement, going out and start doing some undercover stuff again. The itinerary for this month is we got our court order signed by the circuit judge to clean up the evidence room upstairs and dispose of outdated evidence and stuff. Also, with the warm weather getting here, the surplus property that you all declared a couple of months ago, we're going to get all that together and get that listed on Gov Deals. We have several grants out there that we've applied for. I think Regina's going to tell you about another one we're applying for. It not only has to do with the police department, but it's got to do with other areas of the city, the parks and all that. We have one police officer in the academy. He reported yesterday. He passed his entry test today and his physical fitness test. And as of right now, we have 2 openings on the police department. Everything's going good. We appreciate the council. I think the citizens are seeing a difference in us out there. There's certain areas of town that I'm concentrating on. They have more traffic than others, so we're going to be doing that with the warm weather. The fire department, they had 305 ambulance calls last month. They had some openings. Their overtime, unscheduled overtime was a little high this month, but they have filled those positions. I think you got them all filled with 1. They have 1 position filled. McGoffin County now has an ambulance over there, so we're not really doing a lot helping them. So I think everything's going good. The renovations of the fire stations, we're probably about 75%. We still like the roof on Station 2. They'll start on that this week. It's just some tidy cleanup work, but everything's going good.
Thank you, Mr. President. And Mr. Dean, you got anything you want to add before we move on to business? Anything about?
I do have the resolution on the agenda later, and then we have another grant to ask you about, that's not on the agenda. So how would you like me to address that?
Do you want to just ask it while, when I get the business number 2 here?
Sure,
That's
absolutely,
okay.
yes.
All right, let's move on to business. Resolution agreement between the Department of Highways and the City of Paintsville. Now, the first one that I signed that you all approved in one of these whereases down here, the City of Paintsville will take ownership and maintenance of said assets, and then it went to furthermore, they want that changed to the City of Paintsville take ownership and maintenance of said assets as a public road connecting with McLeod Street. Now, McLeod Street is the little street that runs between Wendy's and the gas station. And we already took care of that anyway, but somehow they wanted that language put in this resolution, so I'll have to get council approval.
Is that the new bridge to the school?
Yes, that's-
Okay, that all ties together.
This is
right there.
concerning the new bridge,
Gotcha.
but they didn't include McLeod Street on the first resolution, and they had to include it in this one.
I never knew what that street.
So we'll need to pass this resolution so I can sign this. The agreement between the Department of Highways and the City of Paintsville for the bridge work that's going into the new Johnson Central High School.
Well, I'll make a motion, pass resolution agreement between the Department of Highways and the City of Paintsville.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? We also have to do a resolution for a LWCF grant, and I think this is where Miss Regina comes in. She can explain the playground recreation center for you.
Yes, so I would like to submit a land and water conservation fund grant, which you all have all heard that lately, because that's the same thing that funded our splash pad back in '23. This would be a '26 application. Normally they open in the spring, but I found out just before I came over here that it's actually gonna open in August. But this is not premature because it takes a while to put the applications together. So I wanna ask for $200,000 playground that has a 50-50 match. I'll request the matching funds from House Bill 723. So this will just be a project that if we are awarded the land and water funds and awarded the House Bill 723, we won't have any cost to the city, except any incidentals that were to occur. And that would be a pretty top-notch playground. That's a very well-used park, and that playground, Shoes told me that he put that in when he was in high school. College. So it's been there a long time. It needs it needs some love. So I think it would be a place that we can.
You want to get born then?
I didn't come down here for this. Let's go.
But anyways,
You know she went to college.
I was there. I didn't know I went to class.
but if you could approve this resolution, then we can go ahead and start on the application for that project. And I think it'll just be a really good asset to the city and provide a lot of recreational opportunities for a highly used area.
I move we pass a resolution for the LWCF grant for the playground equipment at the rec center.
Second.
Now, please keep in mind that this will take a little while. Okay?
Everything.
Okay.
All in favor? Any opposed? Now, the one thing that wasn't on the agenda is Mr. Conley over here is working on a idea for a fountain at Preston Park that I think is immaculate. And we need to approve, so it goes in the minutes of this city council meeting, to apply for a T-Mobile hometown grant program. And I'll let Mr. Conley kind of explain to you exactly what that is, and then we can vote on it after he gets finished.
All right. Again, Regina's offered her expertise here, and with the splash pad, we know that we need it. That's through T-Mobile Hometown Grant Program. So what it does, it awards 25 grants quarterly. They're $50,000 each, and that is a small town's population, 50,000 or less. So obviously that includes us. They're for physical shovel-ready projects, so parks and things like that. So our idea is to redo that area there at Preston Park. And so I've got pictures of the fountain idea we have, so if you want to see after the meeting, I don't care a bit to show those to you.
And I can tell you the pictures he's gonna show you, it cannot be soap sudded. So,
I was getting ready to ask, I was gonna ask if they came with it.
that's another good thing about this, is that they can't put soap suds in it and tear it up and do that.
Is it gonna be in the same location as our other?
Same location.
It'll actually, the way we're seeing it, is gonna run right down the middle
Okay.
of Preston Park.
They can stand there and take a shower, but they can't put something in.
Better than Paint Creek. So I entertain a motion to approve, to apply for a T-Mobile hometown grant program.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Yes, ma'am.
We have another grant, would you allow us to tell you about it right now?
Sure.
So I was speaking, with Daryl this morning, and, we realized that we have the need for mulch over at the playground that is near, the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
And he had interest in the crumb rubber grant, and we checked into it today, and they no longer do the loose, like the crumb rubber loose mulch they don't do that anymore. But what they do, well, it's from the tires, if y'all didn't know what that
Yeah.
is, so that comes
Yeah.
with used tires. You pay a $2 fee when you dispose of your tires, and that goes into that fund. They do have a cord in place, which would be similar to what they have at the elementary school, if you remember that. So we are eligible to apply for that. We can apply for some benches and some picnic tables made out of the rubber as well. And so what we would like to do is have permission to look into the cost of this, and it has a 25% match. And then we also were going to get the cost of the traditional mulch, and so we can just show you, we can come back to you, Mayor, and show you the cost differences, and you can decide what would be best appropriate. But the grant is due on April the 1st, so I would like permission that if the mayor decides that that seems to be an acceptable application, that we go ahead and submit it.
Yes, that is acceptable. We have to vote on that through council, so we'll need a motion and a second.
Mayor, I'll motion to agree to, at least exploring a mulch grant, as well as the rubberized material as well, for the, remind me, the name of that park.
Escom Chandler, yes. Are you saying that we can go ahead and, will that motion allow us to submit it without coming back, and we won't really have time to?
As soon as I get a second, the
I'll
vote will
second
be.
it. I'll second it. Beat you.
All in favor? Any opposed? With that said, that's all we have for business. I'll open it up to the floor. Anybody from the floor got anything they'd like to say?
Mayor, I just want to bring up a conversation you and I had, since the weather's been pretty during the last week or so, we want to move up and start on the sidewalk project. We have down Main Street, so Thomas is contacting for that. Last vote, did not get his performance bond, the payment bond, the certificate of insurance, get that together. As soon as he presents that, we'll get you to sign a construction contract.
Okay, if you don't care, at least give us about a week's notice before the start date, because we'll have to go around to the businesses and find out, where would be the best place to start,
Yeah,
so on and so forth.
You can choose that. I'd say, once he gets signed, he can get mobilized, it probably take a week for you to actually get started after he signs the contract.
Okay, but
You
you
got
just,
plenty of time.
yeah, we've already approved it, so just give us a week's notice,
Okay.
and we can change the start date on that.
So we're gonna try to get started fast.
Well, we appreciate that, we really do. Anything else from the floor? Anything from council?
I got a question, Mr. President, for the two positions that's open, do they have to be certified, is it non-certified, like what is, what we want?
We actually interviewed a veteran today, this guy's in the Marine Corps, he's uncertified.
Yeah,
We had 3 uncertified this time. We had 2 officers that were uncertified left from the academy, one of them decided, for personal reasons, he didn't want to go, and he left this morning from the academy.
yeah,
I would prefer to have at least 1 certified, I'd love to have 2,
yeah,
because as you know, it's a 20-week process to get someone certified.
yeah.
But, we're opening the applications, and then, we'll pick the best ones and take it to the mayor
Regina, on the notice to proceed on the splash pad, did everything go good with that? Is that all taken?
Yeah, the equipment's been ordered.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else from council?
Mayor, I wanted to share one thing, just with warmer weather and, golf season approaching especially. I know, the tournament committee at the golf course is meeting tonight, but last year, you always want to put numbers out there. In green fees alone, the golf course and Shoes did a great job. I asked them today, $144,729 in green fees, so, and I expect that'll be higher this year, especially playing in those tournaments.
Yep, I think looking at my financials today, we was up to 93,000. And actually, golf season is not even started, if I'm not. Well, a lot of times we talk about fiscal years and calendar years, but golf actually should be judged on a calendar year. It shouldn't be judged on a fiscal year. But, that's pretty good numbers so far.
Yeah.
And the last thing I got before we adjourn, City Council has read a letter that I'm gonna send to Judge McKenzie in fiscal court on funding for EMS and 911, and we're gonna try to get that letter out to them as early as tomorrow.
Mayor, I have a question for utilities. I have gotten a good number of messages of people saying that they have got their bill relatively late this month.
They can't, I got mine yesterday, I called.
And I was just curious if that was on the post office side, or what may have
Two factors.
been that.
One, you had the short month. Okay. Backed up a little bit, and it took a little bit out last Monday, like mail last Monday. So just people should not get it.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. I know people were asking, given the, the month, the week in between.
Okay, with that said, it's a good meeting. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? We stand adjourned.